friend of mine recently opened a coffee shop, and on one particular occasion, coffee was free all day. Somebody came in and said, "I want a coffee. How much is it?" My friend said, "Well, it's free. This is free coffee day." And Buddy said, "I want a dozen." Okay, this said nothing about the coffee, nothing about my friend, but a whole lot about the guy who wanted to take advantage of a situation. It is a beautiful thing. This man obviously was not satisfied in many, many respects. And guess what? If you look at a simple metaphor like coffee, you can trace this back to his sexuality, to his relationship with his wife, to every other facet of his life. You cannot separate these things. However, it is a wonderful thing to be satisfied. It is a good thing to be satisfied. How do we become satisfied people? Now, 5 dynamics here. 1, you live your life. Okay, that's pretty simple. 2, you experience life. 3, when you experience different manifestations of this universe in your heart, through your eyes, you embrace these experiences. You embrace them with humility, you embrace them with love, and you appreciate and you taste the moment. If you have a love, there's going to be a joy. Okay? Love isn't just something you give to a person. Love is a way of life. And it does indeed satisfy you. And the most mundane things can be accompanied with this joy. Okay, so you live your life, you experience things, you embrace the moment. Fourthly, you separate every moment from the one before and the one after. And what I mean by that is some moments are not going to go that good. It doesn't matter who you are, you're going to have some experiences. And separate yourself from those experiences. Don't allow it to just mesh with your personhood. Separate yourself, brush it off, look at it, find a good perspective, and learn from that moment, and then take that moment into your future. See, people experience things and they go on basically like they're caterpillars walking down the sidewalk. There's no learning. And learning is what life's all about. And if you have a forgiving heart, and if you have humility, and if you have compassion, all these dynamics, all these facets, and others will, if you project that on each experience, you will find A, the truth of that experience, and B, it'll help make you into a better, more well-rounded and loving individual. And fifthly, we love others as ourselves. The fact of the matter is, what will change your life, unlike anything else, is not just loving somebody as much as you love yourself, but loving somebody more than you love yourself. The fact of the matter is, when this dynamic takes place in life, when you love somebody to the point where they mean more to you, far more to you than you possibly could mean to yourself. Now, there's obviously going to be boundaries there, right? Because you don't want to get all messed up in the head, if you know what I mean by that. Nonetheless, it changes everything. It changes your perspective on everything. You begin to see, you begin to realize how fragile they are. No matter who they are, they're fragile, how much you could hurt them, and this begins to rearrange your spirituality and your psychology in your mind. Love does that. The fact of the matter is, if you're not loving somebody, if it's not a true loving relationship and it's self-centered, and basically you're in that relationship to see what you can get, and they're a metaphor for some unmet need, there's going to be no growth. They're going to be like an extension of you. And that's just darkness. It could be not a bad relationship. It could be a benign relationship, but there's no light, there's no truth, and nothing will be exposed. Only in true love are things exposed. And when they are exposed, that means we have the opportunity to grow and become. And this is what life's all about. It's not what happens to you. It is your perspective on what happens to you. And we all want to become loving and good and tender people. And we all want to give the people in our lives as much as we can. This is the Love Guru, Have a nice day.